Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Bitcoin, big CoinsKid crew. So right now we're absolutely sitting on this low at the moment. We lose it, like I said to you, I think the cycle's broken. It's devastating. I think crypto's going to go down. We are looking at some kind of mega crash here for Bitcoin. Okay, so basically there is a bit of a cheat code here, and this was spotted by the Crypto Crew University, a fantastic channel. Please do check it out. I'll drop a link to the video in the video description. Go there, say CoinsKid sent me, but you know, I'm just going through this analysis here. And I don't know how the guy found 5.3, but that's amazing. Look at that, 5.3, 5.3, 5.3. What is the beauty of 5.3? I don't know. We need to find out. I'm going to message him. So basically, what's happening here, you know, again, this was a data-driven bottom that was all anticipating just there, okay? So many data signals stacking up on top of each other that was the bottom, and it has to hold, because if it doesn't, then you're no longer adhering to historical data here for me in the charts, okay? And you've got a mega crash on your hands, like I said to you, which could reset this 5.3. Okay, so again, I've not got a crystal ball, but we have seen beautiful reaction off these lows. Not necessarily on Bitcoin. It has run into a key level resistance. It's coming back. It's retracing at the moment. It's not lost a low, so that's really important that it doesn't, obviously, because if it does, you're sort of negating that low, and obviously you're going to, you know, negate historical data here, telling us that that was a low, which was anticipating. And from that, we've had beautiful trades on the likes of XRP, Ethereum, you know, other coins have absolutely bolted. Chiliz, you know, some of the coins we targeted in the channel right there. We've seen beautiful breakouts on Quant, you know, which is still kind of going. But anyway, they're altcoins. But, you know, we do obviously need to see the king follow suit. So we need to hold this low. Most importantly, start to build a base, which technically at the moment, you know, even though the sort of sentiment is extremely bearish, we've not even lost this low. We're retracing to it pretty much like we did in that A wave retracement, where we came down, and boom, broke out there. Okay, we even get some daily closes lower than the low, okay, where it closed there as well, and I'll go through that with you in a separate video. I think I went through that with you early in the week. Okay, but anyway, enough spill. I do apologize, I'm rambling on. If we lose that low, it's devastating. I do think it's devastating, because you've got the kiss of death scenario. You're rolling through the EMAs on a monthly. You've got a larger projection here of a potential multi-year bear market at that point. Okay, and it could coincide with a macro environment. That's what I'm trying to say to you, but it's not done it yet. Okay, it's retracing, potentially carving out an ascending triangle as well on the weekly, in the daily time frame. And if it breaks it, like I said to you, you're going to 35k, and it really is that simple. So anyway, 5.3, what is this? So I don't even know how this guy found it. Okay, so we've got this beautiful impulsive move off this inception, around about a penny, wasn't it? And you put in a 318% move to the upside. Look at that, huge. I mean, go back then, wow, wish I had a time machine. But what you do, you divide that impulsive move by 5.3, and it gives you the next impulsive move off the low. Look at that. So we could have had a formula here, which obviously at the time I don't think anyone would have figured this out, but it was amazing. We could have used Fibonacci at that time. Like I said to you, Fibs are boss. If we go from the bottom just here and we go to the top, look at that, we met the 2.272. Look at that beautiful impulsive move. Equally at this point as well, like I said to you, I've shown you this before, we've got the Fib circles. So from the high to the low, look at that, and boom, you came up and met the was that the 3.618. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so you know, and we did it here as well, and I don't need to go through it, but I've already gone through it. But we met all the fib targets. This is why in this cycle I was anticipating going beyond the 1618, which was always my minimal target. Just for you, just there from this low to this high, you can see we actually come up to the 1618 just there. We had a double tap of it, and we rolled back down into this correction, coming back down to these lows. Okay, so I had a double tap of the 1618, and that's why in previous cycles we got the 2.272, 2.272, and that's why it was on my thumbnails. The 2.272 was around about 200k, and we've not got to it. So this cycle is potentially broken. It's the end of the cycle, and we enter this multi-year bear here, or we've got this one last drag here, this last impulsive move, which I anticipate is what we're actually in. But again, I've got no crystal ball. That what here we've got 1, a 2, a 3. This has been a regular correction wave 4, bottomed out, and we're coming up now for that final blow off top there, that wave 5, before we do roll into this multi-year bear market at this point. But again, this will be invalidated if we start to come down, lose these lows, and take out this wave 1 high. That negates that particular scenario, and I've gone through that with you. But anyway, this 5.3, so if we move on to the next impulsive move, it told us that 60,188% was our impulsive wave target. Boom, look at that, 60,371. So really close. So what we do, we take the next impulsive wave target, which was 60,188, and divide it by 5.3. It gives you 11,356 impulsive wave target off the low. Look at that, 11,798. So roughly, you know, a few 100% off it, but really close. Look at that, it's unbelievable. So again, we've got that division there. We've got this impulsive move. It's 11,356 divided by 5.3 gives you a projection of 2,142% off this bear market low. So take a look at that. boom, we're up there. Look at that, 2108. Look at that, it was really, really close. It was not very, very close. That's unbelievable, which gave us this top. Unbelievable, you know. So we could have had this cheat code all the way from down here if we'd have been looking at 5.3, the power of 5.3. I don't know what 5.3 is. I wish I could find it out, because I'd like to delve a little bit deeper down that hole, you know, as to how you derive 5.3. I think it's amazing. Right here, so if this is the end of this correction, and right now we've got this impulsive move coming, like we had the impulsive move off these lows, impulsive move off these lows, impulsive move off these lows, which historical data is showing us that this point here is the same as that point, and that point. If it is the case and we're bottomed out on our next impulsive move up, then potentially we're up here. It's 400. It's this impulsive move, which was 2,142 divided by 5.3. It gives us a 404% projection from this low, which puts us up there around about 90k. So like I said to you, I'm going to zoom in here, okay, because like I said, there's a low here potentially. So this is a technical target around about 404%, roughly sort of that area. Let's drop that down a little bit. 404. It's really difficult to get a knob on, so it's about there, okay. So I know from here, like I said to you, if we can confirm that is the low, we've got another impulsive wave from this low to this high, and this is the high just there. Do you see that high? That's the high, because it's an irregular correction for me. So you got kind of A, B, C irregular high here, in my opinion. This is A wave, B wave, C wave that's done, and right now you're curling up to come up. So you can see the 1272, which is the minimal target I always give you on an impulsive move once you break the 1 fib high, is all the way up there at 91,468. So it could be geared up. It could absolutely be geared up that we've got this last sort of impulsive move here into 2023, and that's it. We're cooked at that level, okay? Because you can see if we start to enter the multi-year bear market here, you're sort of running out of steam on this projection, and this could be the last final sort of move here in this massive cycle that Bitcoin's in, you know, before it rolls. And it would validate my peak-to-peak cycle theory as well, which I've gone through with you before. That what I'm looking at is peak-to-peak cycles, and I've always said this to you, okay? So we've got from inception down here, we've got 1 year later we put a peak in, then the next year to the next peak was 2 years, then from this peak to the next peak was 4 years. This is why I anticipate from this peak to this peak, which is a blow off top next year, 2023, is basically the end of the cycle, which is basically a huge cycle that ends in 2023, blow off top. Then you roll into a multi-year bear market where you don't come up for air or make a new high after 2031, because then it's an 8-year cycle peak to peak. Do you understand? So you're increasing, doubling every single cycle. So 1 year, 2 year, 4 year, 6 year, blow off top, see you later, multi-year bear. And this is just something I've been looking at. It's not fact, it's not going to happen 100%, it's just technical analysis, you know, peak to peak cycle theory. So this peak to peak cycle is something I've been looking at since last year. I've been telling you about this, you know, potentially because we didn't have the blow off top mania phase here, and this was a regular high with the ABC corrections on altcoins as well. I think that what we've come back, we've found the support, and potentially we've got the blow off top into 2023, you know, when others are really, really fearful and doubtful of that particular scenario playing out. So potentially if Bitcoin coils up here and then slowly breaks out, we could see the blow off top sometime in 2023, and that would say we're looking at a 92k Bitcoin. I understand that update, okay? So I'll be back tomorrow with a more detailed analysis. There is a symmetrical triangle that's coiling up on the 4-hourly time frame. If you want to look at that, go to Twitter, you know, follow me on Twitter. I've just done a tweet. It's a technical break target. I think you're looking at 35k if it breaks that target, because you'll be closing above a 4-hourly 55 EMA, you know, and if you lose it, obviously you're going to come down and sweep these lows. So do take a look at that. Remember, you can trade this breakout. You know, all the links are in the video description. Do follow me on Twitter. Take care, everyone, and make sure you go to Crypto University's video, which I'll drop a link in the video description, and just say CoinsKid sent me. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.